I innovate with purpose and clarity. The Master Frequency. Introduction. Welcome to a transformative journey of the mind and spirit. In this high-frequency audio experience, we are diving deep into the architecture of your potential. You aren't just here to listen. You are here to reprogram the very fabric of your creative output. This presentation, I Innovate with Purpose and Clarity, is designed for those who refuse to settle for the mundane, the visionaries, the entrepreneurs, and the soul-driven creators who understand that true innovation requires a sharp mind and an open heart. By engaging with these daily repetitions, you are establishing a morning discipline that separates the elite from the average. We focus on the synergy between purpose, your why, and clarity, your how. Without purpose, innovation is hollow. Without clarity, it is chaotic. Today, we bridge that gap. As you navigate these 40 sections, allow the words to settle into your subconscious. Feel the shift in your energy as you move from stagnant thought to dynamic action. This is about more than just success. It's about becoming a conduit for ideas that change the world. Prepare to sharpen your focus, elevate your ambition, and step into a reality where your thoughts manifest with precision. Let us begin the process of intentional evolution. Section 1. The Genesis of Vision. I am a vessel for groundbreaking ideas that serve the highest good. I possess the mental space required to receive divine inspiration. My mind is a fertile ground for concepts that bridge the gap between problem and solution. I trust the timing of my insights and the power of my intuition. I am focused, centered, and ready to create. Say this aloud. I am a visionary. My thoughts are clear, my purpose is firm, and my innovation is limitless. I see what others miss, and I act with unwavering confidence. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vast, calm ocean at dawn. This ocean represents the infinite field of possibilities. A golden light begins to rise from the horizon, illuminating a specific path across the water. This path is your next great idea. See it vividly. Feel the texture of the air and the weight of your own potential. You are not searching for the idea. The idea is revealing itself to you because you are finally ready to see it. Hold this image of perfect mental stillness. Section 2. The Architecture of Intent. I design my life and my work with surgical precision. Every action I take is fueled by a deep-seated mission. I am not distracted by the noise of the world because my internal compass is calibrated to excellence. I understand that my unique perspective is my greatest asset. I am building a legacy of substance and value. Say this aloud. Every move I make is intentional. I am the architect of my reality. My innovation is structured, powerful, and destined for impact. Visualize a blueprint suspended in the air before you. It is glowing with a soft blue light. This is the structure of your current project or goal. As you watch, the lines become sharper and more defined. You see how every piece fits together perfectly. You feel a sense of immense relief and excitement because the how is becoming as clear as the why. You are standing in the center of this blueprint, and as it expands, it becomes a solid structure around you. You are safe, focused, and empowered within your own creation. Section 3. The Pulse of Originality. I honor the voice within me that speaks of new ways and better paths. I release the need to conform to outdated systems. I am a pioneer, stepping into territories that others fear to tread. My originality is a gift to the collective, and I share it with courage. I am the source of fresh energy and transformative thought. Say this aloud. I am original. I am unique. I do not follow trends. I set the standard. My voice is clear, and my impact is felt by all. Imagine a vibrant pulse of light beating in the center of your chest. With every heartbeat, this light sends out ripples of color into the room around you. These ripples represent your unique influence. Watch as they touch everything in your environment, changing dull surfaces into glowing gold. You are literally rewriting the environment around you simply by being yourself. There is no competition because no one can replicate your specific frequency. Feel the freedom of being completely, unapologetically original. Section 4. The frequency of flow. I enter the state of flow with ease and grace. Time bends to accommodate my productivity. I am in total alignment with my creative source. Challenges are merely puzzles that I solve with joy. I am energized by my work, and my work sustains my spirit. I am moving at the speed of thought. Say this aloud. I am in the flow. I am productive, efficient, and inspired. My work is an extension of my soul, and it flows from me effortlessly. Visualize yourself sitting at your desk or in your creative space. A stream of liquid silver light is pouring from the top of your head, through your arms, and into your work. You are moving with a rhythm that feels like music. Everything you touch turns to a finished masterpiece. The clock on the wall is blurred because you are outside of time. You feel a deep sense of knowing. You know exactly what to do next without having to think. You are a channel for excellence. Section 5. The clarity of execution. I see the finish line with total transparency. I break down complex visions into simple, actionable steps. I am disciplined in my pursuit of mastery. I eliminate clutter from my mind and my environment. I am the master of my focus, and my execution is flawless. I finish what I start with excellence. Say this aloud. I execute with precision. I am focused, disciplined, and clear. My goals are realized through my consistent and purposeful action. Imagine a dense fog lifting from a mountain peak. As the fog clears, you see a golden path leading straight to the summit. You are standing on that path, and your feet feel light and strong. You take one step, then another, and with each step, the path becomes more solid. You can see the entire journey from start to finish. There are no shadows, no hidden obstacles. You are walking in total light, and your destination is already yours. Section 6. The magnetism of opportunity. I am a magnet for high-level collaborations and strategic partnerships. My energy precedes me in every room I enter, signaling to the world that I am a person of value and integrity. I recognize opportunity in its earliest stages, seeing the potential where others see problems. My mind is tuned to the frequency of abundance, and I attract resources that amplify my purpose. I am grateful for the synchronicities that guide my path. Say this aloud. I attract greatness. My purpose draws in every resource, person, and dollar needed to manifest my vision. I am ready to receive and ready to lead. Visualize yourself walking through a golden corridor. On either side, doors are swinging open as you pass. Behind each door is a resource, a mentor, a funding source, a brilliant teammate, or a new market. You don't have to struggle to open them. Your mere presence unlocks them. Feel the weight of a firm handshake. Hear the sound of a yes echoing in the hallway. You are walking toward your future, and the universe is rolling out the red carpet for your innovation. Section 7. The resilience of the pioneer. I possess an unbreakable spirit that thrives under pressure. Every setback is a data point that refines my strategy. I do not fear failure. I fear staying the same. My innovation is forged in the fire of persistence. I have the stamina to see my projects through to completion, regardless of the obstacles. I am the master of my emotional state, remaining calm and calculated in the face of change. Say this aloud. I am resilient. I turn obstacles into stepping stones. My resolve is absolute, and my victory is inevitable because I never stop evolving. Imagine yourself as a blacksmith at a forge. You are hammering a piece of glowing steel. This represents your current project. Every strike of the hammer, which represents a challenge, makes the steel stronger and sharper. You aren't frustrated by the heat. You use it to your advantage. See the sparks fly and watch as the blade becomes a masterpiece of precision. You are creating something that can withstand any test. Section 8. The depth of intuitive logic. I balance my analytical mind with my intuitive heart. I trust the gut feelings that lead me toward breakthrough discoveries. My logic is a tool, but my intuition is my compass. I am capable of processing vast amounts of information and distilling it into a single, elegant solution. I am a deep thinker who acts with swiftness. My clarity is a result of my internal silence. Say this aloud. I trust my inner guidance. My mind is sharp, my heart is wise, and my decisions are flawless. I act with total certainty. Visualize a library with infinite shelves, representing the collective knowledge of humanity. You are walking through the aisles, and suddenly, one book glows with a bright white light. You pull it down, and as you open it, a single sentence of pure wisdom enters your mind. This is your aha moment. Feel the physical sensation of clarity washing over you like cool water. You no longer have to guess, you know? Section 9. The expansion of influence. My ideas have the power to ripple across the globe. I innovate not just for myself, but for the betterment of the collective. As I grow, I lift others with me. My success is a beacon of hope and a permission slip for others to dream big. I am expanding my reach, my impact, and my legacy every single day. I am a leader of thought and a catalyst for positive change. Say this aloud. My influence is growing. I lead with purpose and innovate for impact. My work changes lives and creates a better world for all. Imagine you are standing on a stage in a massive stadium. The lights are bright, but you are not nervous. You speak one word of innovation, and you watch as the audience begins to glow. That glow spreads out of the stadium, across the city, and across the continents. You are watching the global impact of your purpose. Feel the warmth of the gratitude coming back to you from the people your work has helped. Section 10. The sovereignty of time. I am the master of my schedule and the guardian of my energy. I prioritize the essential few over the trivial many. My time is my most precious asset, and I invest it with extreme intention. I am not a slave to urgency. I am a practitioner of importance. I create space for deep work, reflection, and rejuvenation. My productivity is a reflection of my self-respect. Say this aloud: I own my time. I am productive, not busy. I focus on what matters most, and I achieve more by doing less with greater intensity. Visualize a massive hourglass where the sand is made of sparkling diamonds. You have the power to slow the sand down or stop it entirely. You are sitting in a bubble of stillness while the world rushes by outside. In this bubble, you are working with total focus. You finish a week's worth of work in an hour. Feel the immense satisfaction of being completely in control of your life's pace. Section 11. The wealth of wisdom. I recognize that true wealth is an internal state that manifests in the physical world. I am tuned to the frequency of abundance, understanding that my innovative ideas are the most valuable currency in existence. I do not chase money. I attract it by becoming a person of immense value. My wisdom is a wellspring that never runs dry, providing me with the insights needed to navigate complex markets and create sustainable prosperity. I am worthy of the financial rewards that come from solving high-level problems. My mind is an asset that appreciates every single day. I am building a legacy of wealth that is rooted in purpose and integrity. Say this aloud: I am wealthy in mind and spirit. My wisdom creates my riches. I am a fountain of valuable ideas, and the universe compensates me beyond my wildest dreams. I am financially free and purpose-driven. Visualize yourself sitting in a private study filled with ancient books and modern technology. This is the room of your wisdom. On the wall, there is a digital screen showing your net worth, and the numbers are climbing steadily. You feel no greed, only a deep sense of responsibility and peace. You see a golden light flowing from your forehead into a crystal bowl on the desk. This light represents your ideas. As the bowl fills, it overflows into stacks of gold coins and digital assets. You realize that as long as you continue to learn and innovate, your wealth is infinite. You are not just earning, you are generating. Feel the weight of the gold and the lightness of a clear conscience. You are the master of your economy. Section 12. The precision of speech. I understand that my words are the blueprints of my reality. I speak with a precision that eliminates confusion and inspires action. I do not waste breath on idle gossip or self-doubt. I use my voice to command my environment and articulate my vision. My speech is persuasive, grounded, and saturated with truth. When I speak, people listen because they feel the weight of my conviction. I am a master communicator who can distill complex innovations into simple, powerful messages. My words have the power to open doors, close deals, and change lives. I am the high-frequency broadcaster of my own destiny. Say this aloud: my words have power. I speak with clarity and authority. Every sentence I utter moves me closer to my goal. I am a master of communication and a catalyst for change. Imagine yourself standing in front of a massive, dark iron gate. This gate represents a major opportunity that has been closed to you. You don't try to force it open with your hands. Instead, you speak a single, resonant word: innovation. As the sound leaves your mouth, it turns into a physical key of blue light that fits perfectly into the lock. The gate swings open silently and effortlessly. You realize that your voice is the most powerful tool in your arsenal. Visualize your words traveling out like ripples in a pond, touching the minds of influencers and collaborators. See them nodding in agreement, moved by the clarity of your intent. Your speech is the bridge between your thought and the world's response. Section 13. The courage to pivot. I am flexible in my methods, but firm in my mission. I have the courage to admit when a path is no longer serving my higher purpose. I do not view a change in direction as failure. I view it as an intelligent optimization. I am a dynamic innovator who can read the signs of the times and adjust my sails accordingly. I am not attached to my ego or my past mistakes. I am committed to the truth and the ultimate goal. My ability to pivot is my greatest competitive advantage, allowing me to stay ahead of the curve and find the blue ocean of opportunity. I am brave enough to start over and wise enough to keep going. Say this aloud. I am adaptable. I am brave. I pivot with grace and precision. I am not bound by the past. I am fueled by the future. My mission is absolute, but my path is mine to create. Visualize yourself driving a high-speed vehicle on a winding mountain road. Suddenly, you see a landslide blocking the path ahead. In the past, you might have stopped and despaired. Now, you simply look to the right and see a hidden, narrow trail that leads even higher. Without hesitation, you turn the wheel. You feel the thrill of the new direction. As you climb, the view becomes even more spectacular than the original path. You realize the landslide wasn't an obstacle. It was a redirection to a higher vantage point. Feel the adrenaline of the pivot. You are not lost. You are evolving. You have the quantum sight to see the alternative route before anyone else even knows the road is blocked. Section 14. The aura of authority. I carry myself with the quiet confidence of a person who knows their worth. My presence alone commands respect and signals competence. I do not need to shout to be heard. My frequency does the talking for me. I am the authority in my field because I have done the work, mastered the craft, and stayed true to the vision. I am a leader who leads by example, radiating a sense of calm power that settles any room I enter. I am comfortable in the spotlight and grounded in the silence. My authority is not granted by others. It is claimed by my own commitment to excellence. I am the captain of my soul and the king/queen of my domain. Say this aloud. I am an authority. I lead with confidence and grace. My presence is powerful and my influence is vast. I own my space and I command my future. Visualize yourself walking into a boardroom filled with the most powerful people in your industry. As you enter, the room goes silent. You don't have to say a word yet. See a cloak of royal purple and gold light draped over your shoulders. This is your aura of authority. It glows with the energy of every hour of study, every failed attempt, and every victory you've ever had. You sit at the head of the table, and you feel the ground beneath you as solid as a mountain. You aren't seeking approval. You are providing direction. You see the others leaning in, drawn to your stability. You are the pillar around which the chaos organizes itself. Section 15. The legacy of light. I innovate for the benefit of generations I will never meet. My purpose extends beyond my own lifetime, creating a ripple effect of progress and empowerment. I am not just building a business, I am building a lighthouse. I am conscious of the energy I leave behind in every interaction and every product. My work is a testament to the power of a human mind aligned with divine purpose. I am a light bearer in the marketplace, showing that success and spirituality can coexist beautifully. My legacy is one of innovation, integrity, and inspiration. I am immortalized through the value I provide to the world. Say this aloud. I am building a legacy. My work outlives me. I am a light to the world and a gift to the future. My innovation is eternal, and my impact is infinite. Visualize yourself planting a seed in a vast, dark field. As soon as the seed touches the soil, it grows into a massive tree of glowing white light in seconds. From the branches of this tree, thousands of smaller seeds fly off and land in other fields, growing into more trees. You are watching the exponential growth of your influence. You see people you don't know standing under the shade of your trees, using the fruits of your innovation to better their own lives. You realize that you have started a chain reaction of greatness. You look at your hands and see they are made of the same light as the tree. You are the source. Your life is a masterpiece that will be studied for centuries. Section 16. The algorithm of success. I have decoded the patterns of achievement within my own life. I understand that success is not a random event, but a mathematical certainty when purpose is combined with persistent action. I am a master of my internal algorithm, constantly refining my habits to produce the highest possible output. I identify the bugs in my thinking and delete them with the power of my will. I am a high-speed processor of information, turning raw data into actionable genius. My mind is optimized for winning. I operate with a logic that is both cold in its precision and warm in its purpose. I am the programmer of my own reality. Say this aloud. My success is a certainty. I have decoded the path to greatness. I am optimized for excellence, and my results are a reflection of my internal precision. I am the master of my code. Visualize a massive, transparent computer screen floating in the air. On the screen is the code of your life, lines of light that represent your habits and thoughts. You see a few lines flickering in red. These are your old doubts. You reach out your hand and swipe them away, replacing them with glowing golden lines of purpose and clarity. As you do this, you hear a hum of perfect efficiency. The success algorithm begins to run at lightning speed. You see your goals moving from the pending column to the completed column one after another. You realize that you have full control over the inputs of your life. You feel a sense of intense mental sharpness. You are the coder and the user of the most powerful system in the universe. Section 17. Neuroplasticity. I am the sculptor of my own brain. I recognize that I have the power to rewire my neural pathways to support my highest vision. Every time I speak these affirmations, I am physically changing the structure of my mind. I am breaking old, limiting circuits and building new, high-speed highways of innovation. My brain is flexible, adaptable, and infinitely capable of learning. I am never too old or too set in my ways to evolve. I embrace new challenges because I know they are the weights that strengthen my mental muscles. I am a genius in training, and my capacity for thought is expanding every single second. Say this aloud. My brain is evolving. I am rewiring my mind for success. I am smart, I am capable, and I am always growing. My potential is limited only by my imagination. Visualize your brain as a network of billions of glowing stars. At first, some of the connections look dim and dusty. These are the old habits. Now, imagine a surge of electric blue light rushing through your mind. Everywhere the light touches, new, vibrant connections spark into life. You see the innovation highway becoming thick and bright, while the doubt cul-de-sacs fade into darkness. You can actually feel the physical sensation of your mind expanding. It feels cool and tingly. You realize that your brain is like clay, and your thoughts are the hands that shape it. You are intentionally carving the mind of a world-class innovator. You are the master of your biology. Section 18. The speed of insight. I operate at the frequency of the aha moment. I do not struggle to find solutions. I allow them to strike me with the speed and power of lightning. I am a lightning rod for divine downloads and strategic breakthroughs. My mind is so clear and so quiet that I can hear the whispers of genius before they become common knowledge. I am always in the right place at the right time with the right idea. I have the quantum reflex to act on my insights before the window of opportunity closes. My intuition is a high-speed fiber optic connection to the source of all knowledge. I am fast, I am accurate, and I am ahead of the game. Say this aloud. I receive insights instantly. My mind is a lightning rod for genius. I act with speed and precision. I am always ahead of the curve. My intuition is my greatest tool. Visualize yourself standing in a dark room. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning strikes a rod in the center of the room, illuminating everything in a flash. In that 1 second, you see the entire map of your next project. You don't just see the first step, you see the whole journey. The light stays behind your eyes even after the lightning is gone. This is your insight frequency. You feel a sense of urgency, but not anxiety. It is the excitement of knowing exactly what to do. You see yourself moving through your tasks with incredible speed, as if you are watching a movie on fast forward. You are no longer thinking, you are knowing. The speed of your implementation matches the speed of your insight. Section 19. Cognitive harmony. I am a master of the unified mind. My analytical left brain and my creative right brain are in perfect, harmonious resonance. I can calculate the numbers and dream the dreams at the exact same time. I do not suffer from internal conflict. My logic supports my imagination, and my imagination fuels my logic. I am a whole brain thinker, capable of seeing the microscopic details and the macroscopic vision simultaneously. This harmony creates a state of super learning and super focus. I am balanced, I am integrated, and I am operating at a level that few ever reach. My mind is a symphony of cognitive excellence. Say this aloud. My mind is in perfect balance. I am logical, and I am creative. I see the detail and the vision. I am a unified force of innovation. My harmony is my power. Visualize 2 spinning spheres of light in front of you. 1 silver, logic, and 1 gold, creativity. They are spinning at different speeds, creating a chaotic energy. Now, see yourself reaching out and bringing them together. As they touch, they merge into a single, radiant sphere of iridescent light that pulses with a steady, musical beat. This sphere enters your forehead and settles in the center of your brain. Suddenly, the noise in your head stops. You feel a sense of profound wholeness. You can see the math of your business and the art of your purpose as the same thing. You are no longer a house divided. You are a unified front, a complete innovator who can solve any problem from any angle. Section 20. The Creative Void. I am unafraid of the silence that precedes a great discovery. I recognize that the void is not an empty space, but a field of infinite potential, the zero-point field where all matter begins as a thought. I understand that for a new, revolutionary idea to take root, I must first clear the weeds of old, redundant thinking. I am the master of the pause, the king of the quiet, and the architect of the invisible. When I encounter a moment of stillness or a pause in my outward progress, I do not panic with the frantic energy of the world. I recognize it as the fertile womb of innovation. I allow my mind to detach from the noise of the collective so that I may hear the subtle, crystalline whispers of genius. I am comfortable in the unknown, knowing that the most profound solutions are currently forming in the dark, quiet corners of my subconscious. I trust that my greatest work is often being done when I am simply being, not just doing. My clarity is born in the void. Say this aloud. I welcome the void. I am at peace with the unknown. In the silence, I hear the future. I am a channel for the unseen to become seen. My greatest breakthroughs are forming in the stillness right now. Close your eyes and breathe into the center of your being. Imagine yourself floating in a vast, weightless expanse of deep, shimmering indigo space. There is no sound, no gravity, no pressure, and no expectations. This is the creative void, the space between thoughts, the moment before the Big Bang. It feels safe, cool, and infinitely expansive. Around you, tiny sparks of silver light begin to appear like distant stars. These are raw concepts, unformed ideas, and potential breakthroughs that have not yet been claimed by the world. You do not reach for them with effort. You simply remain still, acting as a gravitational center of intent. As you breathe, notice one specific spark, brighter and more resonant than the rest, beginning to drift toward you. It is the answer to a question you have been asking for months. It is the solution that has eluded the greatest minds in your industry. As it enters your field, it doesn't just sit there. It begins to weave a geometric pattern of light around your body. You feel the physical sensation of a download, a rush of cool, electric clarity washing over your skin. The void is no longer dark. It is filled with a blueprint of your next massive success. You realize that you don't have to hunt for ideas. You simply have to become quiet enough to let them find you. Section 21. The calm in the storm. I am the immovable center of my own universe. When the winds of change howl and the markets fluctuate, I remain anchored in my internal sanctuary of peace. I understand that panic is the enemy of innovation, and I choose to respond rather than react. My breath is my anchor, and my purpose is my shield. I possess a biological and spiritual resilience that allows me to process stress as raw fuel for my creativity. I do not fear the storm. I am the storm. My clarity is amplified by pressure, and my vision becomes sharper when the stakes are high. I am the leader who brings order to chaos and light to the dark. Say this aloud. I am calm. I am centered. I am the master of my emotions. No external event can shake my internal resolve. I lead with a cool head and a burning heart. Visualize yourself standing in the middle of a swirling hurricane. Debris is flying, and the wind is roaring, but you are standing in the perfect eye of the storm. Within a 5-foot radius of you, the air is completely still. You can see the chaos clearly, but it cannot touch you. You are holding a glowing compass in your hand. This is your intuition. As you look at the compass, it points steadily toward your North Star. You feel a deep, visceral sense of safety. You realize that while you cannot control the wind, you are the absolute master of your sails. You breathe in the silence of the eye, exhaling a sense of command that settles the atmosphere around you. You are the frequency of peace. Section 21. The calm in the storm. I am the immovable center of my own universe. When the winds of change howl and the markets fluctuate, I remain anchored in my internal sanctuary of peace. I understand that panic is the enemy of innovation, and I choose to respond rather than react. My breath is my anchor, and my purpose is my shield. I possess a biological and spiritual resilience that allows me to process stress as raw fuel for my creativity. I do not fear the storm. I am the storm. My clarity is amplified by pressure, and my vision becomes sharper when the stakes are high. I am the leader who brings order to chaos and light to the dark. Say this aloud. I am calm. I am centered. I am the master of my emotions. No external event can shake my internal resolve. I lead with a cool head and a burning heart. Visualize yourself standing in the middle of a swirling hurricane. Debris is flying and the wind is roaring, but you are standing in the perfect eye of the storm. Within a 5-foot radius of you, the air is completely still. You can see the chaos clearly, but it cannot touch you. You are holding a glowing compass in your hand. This is your intuition. As you look at the compass, it points steadily toward your North Star. You feel a deep, visceral sense of safety. You realize that while you cannot control the wind, you are the absolute master of your sails. You breathe in the silence of the eye, exhaling a sense of command that settles the atmosphere around you. You are the frequency of peace. Section 22. Empathy as strategy. I innovate for the human spirit. I recognize that the greatest breakthroughs are those that solve real human suffering and elevate the collective experience. I listen with my heart as much as my ears, identifying the unspoken needs of those I serve. My empathy is not a weakness. It is my most sophisticated strategic tool. By understanding the emotions of others, I create solutions that resonate on a primal level. I am a bridge builder, connecting my vision to the hearts of the masses. I lead with compassion because I know that true influence is born from genuine connection. My innovation is a love letter to humanity. Say this aloud. I see the needs of others. I feel the pulse of the world. My innovation is an act of service, and my empathy is my greatest strength. I create with heart. Visualize a golden thread emerging from your heart and stretching out into the world. This thread connects you to every person your work will eventually touch. Feel the vibration of their hopes, their frustrations, and their dreams traveling back along the thread to you. You aren't overwhelmed. You are inspired. You see your product, your service, or your idea moving along these threads like a pulse of healing light. As it reaches people, you see their faces soften and their lives become easier. You feel a profound sense of belonging to the human family. Your work is no longer just a job. It is a mission of mercy and empowerment. You are the architect of a kinder, more efficient world. Section 23. The Unified Vision. I am the catalyst for collective greatness. I possess the ability to articulate my vision so clearly that it ignites the passions of everyone around me. I do not just manage people. I inspire them to see the best versions of themselves within our shared goals. I foster an environment of radical collaboration and psychological safety. I recognize the genius in others and provide the space for it to flourish. We are a symphony of diverse talents moving toward a singular, magnificent purpose. I am the conductor of this energy, ensuring that every note contributes to a masterpiece of innovation. Together, we are unstoppable. Say this aloud. I am a leader of leaders. My vision is a magnet for talent. We move as one, we think as one, and we win as one. Our unity is our power. Imagine you are standing at the head of a long, crystalline table. Around you are the most brilliant minds you can imagine, some you know, and some you have yet to meet. Everyone is leaning in, their eyes bright with the same fire that burns in yours. You speak, and your words turn into a holographic map of the future floating above the table. You see your team members reaching out, adding their own sparks of light to the map, making it bigger and more complex. You feel the electric hum of a group in total alignment. There is no ego here, only the shared joy of creation. You feel the weight of leadership as a privilege, a sacred duty to guide this collective brilliance toward the horizon. Section 24. Heart-centered innovation. I align my commercial success with my spiritual integrity. I refuse to innovate at the expense of my values or the well-being of the planet. I am a conscious creator, ensuring that my path to prosperity is paved with honor and transparency. I understand that wealth and purpose are not mutually exclusive. They are two sides of the same coin. My why is rooted in a desire to leave the world better than I found it. Every dollar I earn is a certificate of appreciation for the value I have provided. I sleep with a clear conscience and wake with a focused mission. I am a beacon of ethical excellence in a world of shortcuts. Say this aloud. My integrity is my currency. I innovate with honor. My success is a reflection of my character. I am a force for good, and my abundance is limitless. Visualize your work as a massive tree. The roots go deep into the earth. These are your values, your honesty, and your integrity. The trunk is your discipline, and the branches are your various projects and innovations. See the leaves turning into gold coins and falling gently to the ground. People are gathering under the shade of your tree, finding nourishment and protection. You realize that because your roots are so deep in good soil, your tree can weather any drought. You look at your hands and see them glowing with a soft, green light, the color of growth and healing. Every action you take stems from a place of enoughness. You aren't creating from lack. You are creating from an overflow of spirit. Section 24. Heart-centered innovation. I align my commercial success with my spiritual integrity. I refuse to innovate at the expense of my values or the well-being of the planet. I am a conscious creator, ensuring that my path to prosperity is paved with honor and transparency. I understand that wealth and purpose are not mutually exclusive. They are two sides of the same coin. My why is rooted in a desire to leave the world better than I found it. Every dollar I earn is a certificate of appreciation for the value I have provided. I sleep with a clear conscience and wake with a focused mission. I am a beacon of ethical excellence in a world of shortcuts. Say this aloud. My integrity is my currency. I innovate with honor. My success is a reflection of my character. I am a force for good, and my abundance is limitless. Visualize your work as a massive tree. The roots go deep into the earth. These are your values, your honesty, and your integrity. The trunk is your discipline, and the branches are your various projects and innovations. See the leaves turning into gold coins and falling gently to the ground. People are gathering under the shade of your tree, finding nourishment and protection. You realize that because your roots are so deep in good soil, your tree can weather any drought. You look at your hands and see them glowing with a soft, green light, the color of growth and healing. Every action you take stems from a place of enoughness. You aren't creating from lack. You are creating from an overflow of spirit. Section 25. The power of vulnerability. I have the courage to be seen in my process. I understand that perfection is a mask that hides the soul of innovation. I am willing to be wrong, willing to pivot, and willing to share my struggles as openly as my victories. My authenticity is my greatest competitive advantage. By being real, I give others permission to be real, fostering a culture of radical honesty and rapid growth. I am not afraid of being found out because I have nothing to hide. My strength is born from my willingness to stand in the truth of my journey. I am a human being innovating for other human beings. Say this aloud. I am authentic. I am brave. I share my truth and own my journey. My vulnerability is a bridge to my greatest breakthroughs. I am enough. Visualize yourself standing in a crowded marketplace. You are holding a glass sphere that represents your latest idea. It isn't perfect. It has cracks and rough edges. Instead of hiding it, you hold it up high. At first, you feel a pang of fear, but then, something miraculous happens. As the light hits the cracks in the sphere, it creates beautiful, prismatic rainbows that dance across the faces of the crowd. People are drawn to the sphere because of its imperfections, not in spite of them. They see themselves in your struggle. You feel a massive weight lifting off your chest, the weight of having to be perfect. You are free to experiment, free to fail, and therefore, free to truly succeed. You are finally fully yourself. Section 26. Beyond the possible. I am no longer bound by the limitations of what has been. I recognize that the word impossible is merely a dare, a boundary line drawn by those who lack the courage to see further. I expand my mental horizons until the impossible becomes my new baseline. I am a pioneer of the frontier, looking past the veil of current technology and current logic. My mind is a bridge between the present reality and the future potential. I do not ask if something can be done. I ask how I can be the one to do it. I am the disruptor of the status quo, the breaker of chains, and the dreamer who wakes up to build the dream. Say this aloud. I see beyond limits. I think beyond boundaries. My innovation is not restricted by history. I am the architect of the new, the bold, and the unprecedented. Visualize yourself standing at the edge of a great canyon. Across the chasm, there is a city made of light, the representation of your most impossible goal. In the old way of thinking, you would look for a bridge or a way down. In this new frequency, you simply step out into the air. As your foot meets the empty space, a platform of crystalline light appears beneath it. With every step you take, the path creates itself. You are walking on the fabric of your own belief. Feel the exhilarating rush of the wind against your face, and the absolute solidness of the invisible path. You realize that the only thing holding you back was the belief that you needed a pre-built bridge. You are the bridge. You arrive at the city of light not through struggle, but through the sheer audacity of your movement. Section 27. The parallel reality. I acknowledge that every version of my life already exists in the quantum field. There is a version of me that has already mastered this innovation, already achieved this wealth, and already impacted millions. I choose to align my frequency with that version of myself right now. I am not becoming great. I am tuning into the greatness that is already present. I collapse the distance between my current self and my ultimate self by adopting the thoughts, the posture, and the decisions of the winner I already am. I am stepping out of the waiting room and into the throne room. My reality is a choice, and I choose the highest timeline. Say this aloud. I am that version of myself now. I think as they think. I act as they act. I have already arrived. My success is not in the future. It is in my current frequency. Visualize a massive hallway filled with infinite doors. Each door represents a different version of your life. Walk past the doors of struggle, average, and uncertainty. Stop in front of a door that radiates a blinding, golden heat. This is the door to your highest timeline. Reach out and touch the handle. Feel the vibration of pure success traveling up your arm. When you open the door, you don't see a stranger, you see yourself. This version of you is calm, powerful, and radiating clarity. Instead of watching them, step forward and merge with them. Feel your spine straighten, your heart open, and your mind sharpen. You are now looking out of their eyes. You are now breathing their air. This is not a dream. This is your new coordinates in the universe. Section 28. The Quantum Observer. I understand that my attention is my greatest creative tool. Where my focus goes, energy flows and reality hardens into form. I am the conscious observer who collapses infinite possibilities into a single, physical manifestation. I refuse to look at what is lacking. I stare intently at what is growing. I am a master of selective focus, filtering out the noise of the mundane to see the patterns of the miraculous. My gaze is a laser of intent that carves my desires into the fabric of time. I do not just watch the world. I shape the world by the way I choose to perceive it. Say this aloud. My focus is power. What I observe, I create. I see only growth, only solution, and only victory. I am the master of my mental landscape. Imagine you are looking through a high-powered microscope at a single cell of an idea. At first, it looks chaotic and unformed. But as you hold your gaze with unwavering intent, the atoms begin to align. They form a perfect, geometric structure. The more you focus, the more the structure glows, until it becomes so dense that it pops out of the microscope and into the palm of your hand as a solid object. This is how you create. You realize that your doubt was the only thing keeping the idea in a state of chaos. By observing with total faith, you force the universe to organize itself around your will. Feel the weight of this creative responsibility. You are the lens through which the infinite becomes the finite. Section 29. Collapsing the timeline. I release the belief that big things must take a long time. I am a master of quantum speed. I understand that a single insight can replace a decade of labor. I am open to the sudden breakthrough, the overnight success that was years in the making, and the instant manifestation. I collapse the timeline of my achievement by removing the mental resistance that says I am not ready. I am ready now. I have done the work, I have the clarity, and I have the purpose. I command my goals to move toward me with the same speed that I move toward them. My evolution is accelerating. Say this aloud. Time is my servant. I achieve in days what takes others years. My progress is exponential. I am moving at the speed of thought, and my results are immediate. Visualize a long timeline stretched out like a ribbon on the ground. Your current position is at one end, and your ultimate goal is at the other, miles away. Now, imagine yourself reaching down and grabbing the ribbon. Instead of walking the distance, you fold the ribbon in half. You bring the far end directly to your feet. You didn't move. You changed the geometry of the path. You step across the fold, and suddenly, you are standing in the middle of your finished goal. You see the people you wanted to help, the rewards you wanted to earn, and the legacy you wanted to build. It happened in an instant because you dared to collapse the space between wanting, and having. Section 30. The 0 point. I reside in a 0 point field, the place of absolute stillness where all creation begins. From this center of power, I am untouchable and unlimited. I have stripped away the labels, the ego, and the past. I am a pure point of awareness, capable of reinventing myself in any moment. From the 0 point, I launch my most daring innovations. I am the silence between the notes that makes the music possible. I am the void that holds the stars. In this state of total presence, I am one with the source of all innovation. I am the beginning and the end. I am the innovator, and I am the innovation. Say this aloud. I am at the center. I am pure potential. I am the source. From this stillness, I create worlds. I am one with the infinite, and my power is absolute. Imagine you are sitting in a room of pure, liquid white light. There are no walls, no floor, and no ceiling, just an endless, peaceful glow. This is the 0 point field. You feel your body becoming light, merging with the atmosphere until you are no longer a person, but a conscious frequency. In this state, there is no fear, because there is nothing to lose. There is no ego, because there is nothing to prove. There is only the pure joy of existence. From this place, think of your greatest project. See it as a simple pulse of light within this white field. It is effortless. It is perfect. You realize that you don't have to try to innovate. You simply have to be the source from which innovation flows. Stay in this white light for a moment, feeling the absolute power of your own existence. Section 31. The Morning Fortress. I claim the first hours of the day as my sacred territory. While the world sleeps and the noise of the collective is silent, I build my fortress of focus. I do not check the opinions of others or the chaos of the news. I check the state of my own soul. My morning ritual is the cornerstone of my empire. I prime my body with movement, my mind with wisdom, and my spirit with silence. I am the commander of my morning, and therefore, I am the conqueror of my day. I enter the arena of life already victorious because I have won the battle within myself before the sun has even risen. My discipline is a form of self-love that ensures my longevity and my legacy. Say this aloud. My morning is mine. I am disciplined, focused, and prepared. I build my fortress of peace every single day. I am the master of my start, and I am the master of my finish. Visualize yourself waking up in a room that feels like a temple of modern innovation. The air is crisp and clean. You move with a sense of deliberate grace. See yourself engaging in your specific morning routine. Perhaps it is the feeling of cold water on your skin, the smell of fresh coffee, or the sensation of your feet hitting the floor for a workout. With every intentional movement, see a literal wall of golden light rising around your home. This is your morning fortress. It deflects distraction, anxiety, and the demands of others. You are safe within this boundary. Within these walls, you are sharpening your mind like a blade. Feel the immense power of being the only person in control of your energy. You are building a momentum that will make you untouchable by noon. Section 32. The Evening Reflection. I close my day with the same intentionality that I began it. I am the auditor of my own progress, reviewing my actions with radical honesty and zero judgment. I celebrate my wins, no matter how small, and I harvest the lessons from my challenges. I release the weight of the day's work before I rest, ensuring that my sleep is a deep dive into rejuvenation rather than a cycle of processing stress. I forgive myself for what I did not finish, knowing that my subconscious will work on the solutions while I sleep. I am a master of the clear slate. I go to bed a king/queen, and I wake up a warrior. Say this aloud. I reflect with wisdom. I rest with peace. I release the day and prepare for the next. My sleep is a sacred recharge for my innovative mind. I am grateful for the journey. Imagine you are sitting in a comfortable leather chair in front of a fireplace. In your hand is a book of life that contains the records of your day. You flip through the pages, and you see certain moments glow. These are your successes. You see other moments that look like puzzles. These are your lessons. You take a golden pen and write, completed, at the bottom of the page. As you close the book, the fire in the hearth flares up, consuming any lingering stress or unfinished business. You feel your body becoming heavy and relaxed. You are handing the reins of your innovation over to the infinite intelligence of your subconscious mind. You are safe to let go. You are safe to rest. Section 33. The body as a temple. I recognize that my physical vessel is the hardware upon which my innovative software runs. I treat my body with the reverence it deserves, fueling it with life-giving nutrients and strengthening it with vigorous movement. I am not a floating head. I am a grounded, biological powerhouse. I listen to the signals of my body, honoring its need for rest and its capacity for peak performance. My brain is sharp because my blood is clean and my heart is strong. I am a high-performance athlete in the game of life. I move with vitality, I breathe with depth, and I radiate a physical energy that inspires everyone I meet. My health is my greatest wealth. Say this aloud. My body is strong. My mind is sharp. I am the guardian of my health. My physical vitality is the foundation of my innovative power. I am energized and alive. Visualize your body as a high-performance machine made of light and muscle. See your circulatory system as a network of flowing gold, delivering oxygen and ideas to every cell. Imagine a scanner moving down your body, identifying any areas of tension or stagnation, and instantly dissolving them with a warm, blue light. You feel a surge of raw, physical power in your legs and a sense of lightness in your chest. You see yourself performing your daily tasks with an effortless physical grace. You aren't just thinking about innovation. You are physically embodying it. Your posture is upright, your eyes are bright, and your skin glows with the radiance of someone who is truly in tune with their physical self. Section 34. Sensory deprivation for focus. I am the master of my attention in an age of distraction. I have the discipline to shut out the world so I can hear my own thoughts. I understand the power of the deep work state, and I protect it at all costs. I am not a slave to notifications, pings, or the digital noise that fragments the common mind. I create pockets of silence where my innovation can breathe. I am comfortable in the absence of external stimulation, knowing that the most complex and beautiful ideas require a quiet environment to take root. I can go deep where others stay shallow. My focus is my currency, and I spend it wisely on the things that matter. Say this aloud. I am focused. I am silent. I shut out the noise to hear my genius. My attention is my most valuable asset, and I guard it with my life. Visualize yourself sitting in a transparent bubble in the middle of a crowded, noisy city street. People are shouting, cars are honking, and screens are flashing everywhere. But inside your bubble, there is total, absolute silence. You can see the chaos, but you cannot hear a single sound. You are looking at a single, glowing orb in your hands, your current project. Because there is no noise, you can see every detail of the orb. You see connections and patterns that were invisible before. You feel a sense of deep time, where minutes feel like hours, and your productivity doubles. This bubble is your focus. You can summon it whenever you choose. You are the master of your own sensory experience. Section 35. The habit of excellence. I am the sum of my repeated actions. I do not rely on motivation, which is fleeting. I rely on discipline, which is permanent. Excellence is not an act for me. It is a way of life. I hold myself to a standard that others find intimidating. I do the work when I don't feel like it. I show up when it's raining. I finish the last 10% of a project with the same fire that I started the first 10%. My habits are the tracks upon which my success travels. I am becoming the version of myself that is worthy of the massive goals I have set. I am building an empire of character, brick by disciplined brick. Say this aloud. I am what I repeatedly do. Excellence is my habit. Discipline is my freedom. I do the work, I get the results, and I own my destiny. Imagine yourself standing at the top of a massive staircase made of white marble. Each step represents a day of your life where you stay disciplined. You look down and see thousands of steps behind you. This is your momentum. You aren't tired. You are energized by the height you have reached. Now look ahead. You see yourself taking the next step with perfect form and absolute confidence. As your foot touches the marble, the step turns into solid gold. You realize that your consistency is literally creating the value of your life. You aren't just walking, you are ascending. Feel the pride of a person who has mastered themselves. This is the weight of excellence. This is the feeling of true power. Section 36. The unstoppable current. I am no longer pushing against the world. I am flowing with the evolutionary current of the universe. I recognize that my desire to innovate is actually the universe seeking to express its own expansion through me. I have removed the dams of doubt and the rocks of hesitation from my stream. My progress is now fluid, rapid, and inevitable. I trust the direction of my life, knowing that even the bends in the river are leading me toward the vast ocean of my success. I am energized by the movement. I am a force of nature, and like the river, I do not struggle to reach my destination. I simply arrive by being exactly what I am. Say this aloud. I am in the flow. I am unstoppable. The universe is moving through me, and my success is a natural law. I surrender to my greatness. Visualize yourself as a river of liquid light flowing through a mountain landscape. You aren't fighting the terrain. You are effortlessly carving a path through it. When you encounter a mountain, you don't stop. You find the path around it or wear it down with your persistence. Feel the cool, powerful rush of the water. See how the trees and flowers along your banks thrive because of your presence. You are a source of life and innovation for everything you touch. You realize that you don't need to try harder. You simply need to stay in the current. The momentum of your past discipline is now carrying you forward with zero effort. Section 37. The final integration. I am the bridge between the spiritual vision and the physical manifestation. I have integrated my purpose with my clarity, my heart with my head, and my dreams with my discipline. There is no longer a gap between who I am and who I want to be. I am a whole, unified being of creative power. Every affirmation I have spoken is now woven into the fiber of my DNA. Every visualization I have seen is now a memory of my future. I am the living embodiment of innovation. I walk with the weight of my convictions and the lightness of my spirit. I am the finished product and the eternal work in progress. Say this aloud. I am whole. I am integrated. My vision and my reality are one. I am the manifestation of my highest intent. I am complete. Visualize all the different versions of yourself you have seen in this journey. The visionary, the architect, the leader, the warrior. See them all standing in a circle around you. One by one, they step into you, merging their energy with yours. You feel a massive expansion in your chest. Your skin begins to radiate a brilliant, multicolored light. You are no longer just a person. You are a frequency. You feel the absolute, knowing that you have everything you need. The puzzle is complete. You are standing in the center of your life, and everything is in its right place. Hold this feeling of total integration. Section 38. The global transformation. I innovate for the healing of the world. I understand that my personal success is the engine that drives my ability to give back on a massive scale. As I rise, I look for ways to pull humanity up with me. My ideas are solutions for the many, not just the few. I am a steward of the earth and a guardian of the future. I use my influence to foster peace, abundance, and intelligence across the globe. My legacy is measured by the lives I have changed and the systems I have improved. I am a global citizen with a universal mission. My work is a gift that keeps on giving long after I am gone. Say this aloud. My work changes the world. I am a global force for good. My innovation serves humanity. I leave a legacy of light and transformation. Visualize the earth spinning in space before you. It looks beautiful but fragile. Reach out your hands and wrap the planet in a web of golden light. This light represents your innovation, your projects, and your purpose. See the dark spots of the world, places of poverty, ignorance, or stagnation, lighting up as your golden web touches them. You see children learning, clean water flowing, and new technologies blooming because of the path you chose to walk. Feel the deep, soul-level satisfaction of knowing your life actually mattered. You aren't just a consumer. You are a contributor to the cosmic story. Section 39. The Eternal Innovator. I am a student of life who never stops growing. I realize that the moment I stop innovating is the moment I stop living. I remain curious, humble, and hungry for the next horizon. I do not rest on my laurels. I use my past victories as the foundation for my next great leap. My mind is forever young, forever flexible, and forever open to the new. I am a pioneer of the spirit, always seeking the next frontier of what is possible. I embrace change as my constant companion. I am the master of the pivot and the king of the comeback. I am eternally evolving. Say this aloud. I never stop. I never settle. I am always growing, always learning, and always innovating. My journey is infinite, and my potential is limitless. Imagine yourself standing on a high mountain peak, looking out over a series of even higher peaks stretching into the infinite distance. In the past, this might have felt daunting. Now, it feels like an invitation. You feel the strength in your legs and the clarity in your lungs. You look at the next peak, the next big idea, and you smile. You aren't climbing because you have to. You are climbing because it is who you are. You see yourself leaping from peak to peak with the grace of a celestial being. The sky is a deep, vibrant violet, and you feel a sense of eternal youth. Section 40. I am purpose. I have arrived at the realization that I am not just a person with a purpose. I am purpose itself. I am the reason I was born. I am the answer to the questions I have asked. I am the light I was seeking. Innovation is not something I do, it is what I am. Clarity is not something I find, it is the lens through which I exist. I am the Alpha and the Omega of my own reality. I move through the world with the absolute authority of a creator. My path is clear, my heart is full, and my work is begun. It is done. It is done. It is done. Say this aloud: I am purpose. I am clarity. I am innovation. I am the creator of my reality. It is done. I am that I am. Visualize yourself standing in a void that is no longer dark, but filled with the brilliant light of 1,000 suns. This is the light of your own soul. You are standing tall, your arms wide open. You are no longer visualizing the future. You are standing in the center of it. Every dream you've had is now your current environment. Every affirmation you said is now the air you breathe. You feel a sense of profound, overwhelming gratitude. You bow to the universe, and the universe bows back to you. You are the master. You are the innovator. You are home. You have completed the 40-section journey of I innovate with purpose and clarity. Take a deep breath and feel the literal shift in your physical and mental chemistry. You are no longer the same person who began this audio. You have systematically dismantled the old, limited structures of your mind and replaced them with a high-performance architecture of success and service. This morning discipline is your anchor. By repeating these truths, you have commanded the universe to align with your highest intent. But remember, the work of the innovator is never truly finished. The world is waiting for the unique value that only you can provide. Your ideas are the seeds of a better future, and your clarity is the water that allows them to grow. Go out into your day with the confidence of a creator. Act with the precision you have cultivated here. Treat every person you meet as a potential collaborator in your vision. You are a beacon of possibility in a world that often forgets its own power. If this experience has moved you, if you feel the fire of innovation burning in your chest, then you belong in this community. Please like this video to help the algorithm share this frequency with other visionaries. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for your daily dose of elite motivation. Comment below with I am innovating to seal this frequency. We are building a new world together. We will see you in the next session. You have completed the 40-section journey of I innovate with purpose and clarity. Take a deep breath and feel the literal shift in your physical and mental chemistry. You are no longer the same person who began this audio. You have systematically dismantled the old, limited structures of your mind and replaced them with a high-performance architecture of success and service. This morning discipline is your anchor. By repeating these truths, you have commanded the universe to align with your highest intent. But remember, the work of the innovator is never truly finished. The world is waiting for the unique value that only you can provide. Your ideas are the seeds of a better future, and your clarity is the water that allows them to grow. Go out into your day with the confidence of a creator. Act with the precision you have cultivated here. Treat every person you meet as a potential collaborator in your vision. You are a beacon of possibility in a world that often forgets its own power. If this experience has moved you, if you feel the fire of innovation burning in your chest, then you belong in this community. Please like this video to help the algorithm share this frequency with other visionaries. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for your daily dose of elite motivation. Comment below with, "I am innovating," to seal this frequency. We are building a new world together. We will see you in the next session.